Thank you for staying with Citizen Weekend. Time for one-on-one. Of course, this is the biggest weekend show where we celebrate the biggest names in entertainment, the biggest names telling their untold stories. Tonight in studio, Madtraxx, Mejja and Kid Kora. And you know, they've got a collaboration which is making rounds in the airwaves, and for good reason. It's ruling the airwaves currently, and of course it's very interesting. This is one of those songs that has a very interesting spin to it. It documents the intrigues of internet dating, and you know, you probably know it by double tap. So I won't talk much. I'll be having these fine gentlemen with me right here on the set shortly. Let's hear from Mejja, Madtraxx and Kid Kora.
A landlord, yo. A landlord, yo. Hey, usikaribie siku bana landlord. Umenifika kwenye go, hey. Hey, umenitafash tu. Usikaribie siku bana landlord. Umenifika kwenye go, hey. Get down, below no one to waste to get down. Remind me on my phone, vibrate and get down. Get down, get down, get down, and get down. Below no one to waste to get down. Remind me on my phone, vibrate and get down. Get down, get down, get down, and get down.
Inani, Madi, you need to chill out on this liking all the shorties pictures, huh? Now we're Kora, I see you, my nigga. I see you. Na kwani kile cancel ya mafisi. Kwani tabia ilianzia wapi?
Ilianza na ka selfie, double tap. Niko na TBT, double tap. Akapiga screenshots ya like, double tap. Pia mimi nika like, double tap. Ilianza na ka selfie, double tap. Niko na TBT, double tap. Akapiga screenshots ya like, double tap. Pia mimi nika like, double tap. Ilianza na ka selfie, nika double tap. Akanibamba tukaenda WhatsApp. My late night tulikuwa tuna chat. Anatuma mapicha niko zile chap. Baby girl nataka tu link up. Kesho yake ya vile alifika alikuwa ameiva kwa zile picha. Jokes kidogo akaanza kutabasamu. Akanikaribia tukapiga na munju. Ikatubamba ikienda kuingia usiku. Kabla toke tukapiga ka selfie akeka Instagram. Nika double tap. Ilianza na ka selfie, double tap. Niko na TBT, double tap. Akapiga screenshots ya like, double tap. Pia mimi nika like, double tap. Ilianza na ka selfie, double tap. Niko na TBT, double tap. Akapiga screenshots ya like, double tap. Pia mimi nika like, double tap.
Oh Milodi, call the police. I like the selfie, but I love the body. Lazima tap tap kwa picha ya rasa. Insta video vile una track. Sini menoki picha yako na koki. Pia TBT ukiwa tukatoki. And a nigga gotta slide in the DM. And you know I like to chat in the PM. And I know some niggas thirsty kilo. Joe Mushiri always liking the photos. But you send me DMs when I want it. I don't have to say nothing on the comments.
Ilianza na ka selfie, double tap. Niko na TBT, double tap. Akapiga screenshots ya like, double tap. Pia mimi nika like, double tap. Ilianza na ka selfie, double tap. Niko na TBT, double tap. Akapiga screenshots ya like, double tap. Pia mimi nika like, double tap.
Smile, pause, cheese, click, damn, now that's a picture. Instagram hashtag no filter. Tag a friend, tag a hater, tag a stranger. Cause when it comes to Instagram, I'm an addict. Looking through your pictures in this traffic. Bad, I double tap that. A cute face, nice waist, that's a screen grab. A pic of you in 98, that's a throwback. And I'm still looking at you like I would hit that. So look at me, I'm a MCM. Cause I think I stay fly like you JNM. Holla!
Ilianza na ka selfie, double tap. Niko na TBT, double tap. Akapiga screenshots ya like, double tap. Pia mimi nika like, double tap. Ilianza na ka selfie, double tap. Niko na TBT, double tap. Akapiga screenshots ya like, double tap. Pia mimi nika like, double tap, 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 double tap.
Oh, Madtraxx. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for coming through.
Yeah?
Catch your breath. Have a sip of water.
Can I run offset and get my towel?
Yeah, you can, absolutely. You know, we had Runtown from Nigeria here the other day, and you guys, every time you perform, this happens, the sweating and the whatever, it's high energy.
Hack all these lights. It's
Yeah,
so...
no, you kind of get used to it, but the makeup helps as well. Lots and lots of it. How are you?
Good, good.
Madtraxx, Mejja, Kid Kora on One-on-One this evening. Of course, it doesn't get any bigger than this. If you're not watching One-on-One, what are you watching? But I want to hear from you guys. Madtraxx, so this is not what your mama calls you. What is your name?
I'm gonna get in trouble, but yeah. Real
You're gonna
names,
get in trouble?
ID names, Joy. Yeah, man. Like I'm being looked for, you know.
Really? No, let's not go there.
I'm playing. Yeah, George Muigai.
George. And you are DJ Styles' brother?
Yeah, I'm his little bro. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Mejja, aka Okonkwo.
AKA Utagarama, AKA Bakurama, AKA Mlingoti, AKA Tutwa Hadija, AKA Okonkwo, AKA.
Okay, but the AKA Okonkwo has a stack. So why Okonkwo? Why that?
Okonkwo nilipewa nikiwa high school yani. But this sikuwa napenda kuitwa Okonkwo. Na sijui kwa nini nilikuwa naitwa hivyo. Okonkwo ilikuwa kama matusi yani. They were like making fun of me yani.
So why? Why?
Sijui walikuwa wanaita hivyo, lakini ilikuwa na sound vibaya tu kwangu. So watu walikuwa wanacheka. Unajua kila chuo ina caching yao.
Yeah.
Saa hiyo word chuo ilikuwa si jina poa. Lakini afterwards
I
just took it, yeah.
Took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
And your name? Because Jinako si Okonkwo, obviously.
Okay, my name is Mejja.
Mejja?
Yeah. Mejja Neme Hadija.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim.
My brother. And finally, Kid Kora.
Yes.
Kid Kora, we haven't seen you doing this previously. I think not as much as at least these two guys. You've been behind the scenes though. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your name?
I'm called Kid Kora in the industry.
Yes. That's your stage name now.
My stage name, yes. My parents decided to name me Tereshe Kora Kariba.
Wow.
Thank you, Mama.
You're like, Mom, what did I do to you?
Yeah, those are my names, and I love music so much.
Okay, and you're Bam Ziggy's brother.
Bam Ziggy is my brother.
Oh. You know, that's what happens when you have a celebrity brother.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Okay, all right, great. So let's talk about the three of you. Right now, Double Tap is ruling the airwaves. How did this relationship happen? Let me start with you, Mejja. I know you worked with Madtraxx previously on Transetu and what have you, but how did all of this happen? You, Kid Kora, and...
Okay, first of all, sisi ni like good friends and sisi ni best sana. Kwanza umse like 8 years now. Like a good friend of mine, Kora pia. So tukaona to form the council, the group.
Yes.
But the Double Tap nafaa kuwa like our first song. Tulikuwa na another song. Double Tap ilikam tu like tuko tumechill kwa hao. Then unaelewa tu maneno ya Instagram. Amepita hivi ameona Lilian Muli.
Hey, but listen, and the effect, that's what I'm saying, when you double tap, how sure are you that that's the real story, that that's what's really going on over there? Because you might meet somebody and it's a totally different story.
Just saying, alikuwa zile za, oh my God, check it. Zile za, why would check it? Tata Double Tap. Akanambia ni aje?
Yeah.
Akanambia, akaniambia niko na idea fulani ya Instagram jika ni poa ama to try about it. Nikamwambia jika umeniambia kama ule msali invent kijiko. Imagine ule msali invent kijiko. Na sasa alikuwa anakula na mkono, unajua nilifeel hivyo like unandi kutumia kijiko lakini ujifikiria kijiko, unaona? So even really come up, so to
I mean, like, yeah, it was just, I mean, like, it's like, whoa, why hasn't anyone thought about that? And that's why we released it, I mean, at the time that we did, because we had already arranged to release another song, but we're like, dude, man, this is like now moment. Like, this has to happen now, you know, so Yeah, that's how double tap happens.
Social media is big right now.
Of course.
Instagram, WhatsApp, what have you.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on double tap, Kid Kora?
He produced it.
And you produced a couple of his jams.
Yeah.
He produced this double tap. So.
Wow.
This song was so perfect for the moment and just how our generation, how we interact with each other. You know, a long time ago, you just used to call someone.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to meet up? These days, you can meet a female on Instagram, DM, slide through, WhatsApp, how you doing? So it was so timely. The song was so perfect, and it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah. And before we move away from that, I want to talk about Instagram and what have you and relationships per se, and the fact that, you know, obviously a lot of young people are dating, but how do you stay faithful? How do you stay true when people are blowing up your Instagram with pics of themselves looking fine as God knows what? I mean, how do you stay true to... How do you stay true to somebody? Let me talk to the player over here.
Why? The player. Why am I the player?
Please don't. Why are you asking that, Lillian? But don't you think that it sort of creates that impression that...
Yeah, of course. Staying true. I don't think relationships are really about looks. Yeah, I think it's more about a friendship. So if you're jazzed by a chile on Instagram and that's gonna break up your relationship, then that relationship shouldn't have happened anyway.
Okay.
He's ducking the question though. She asked, how do you stay faithful?
How do
you stay faithful?
Yeah, I mean, in this world of social media where, you know, somebody can just WhatsApp you with a hot photo of themselves, or on Instagram where you're like, hey, this chick is looking kind of nice today. I mean, how do you actually stay true to your own? But then, okay, that's for you
deep.
to...
That's
Let's talk about the council. You guys, why do you call yourselves that? What's that about?
Major.
Okay, mimi nilikam up na the name the council then. Okay, sijui kwa nini nilikam up na the name the council. So, I don't have the answer.
K-A-N.
Yeah, K-N-S-O-L.
Yeah.
Basically, like, even when he told me the name, like, for me it was like bam, you know, because I feel like the music has changed. Kenyan music has changed and has become so like live and Afro, and so, you know, we have this whole like, and you know, Afrofusion sort of vibe going on, while we've lost what used to happen, you know, them days of, you know, like us guys, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, us guys were like, man, we need to bring back this whole like urban contemporary sound, you know, synths and heavy kicks, and let's take it to the club. And so when we called ourselves a council, we're trying to start like, we want the next generation of musicians to look at us and be like, these were the rules that were set for you to hit the club and for you to be, you know, urban contemporary. You know, we don't really have to go the whole, and they're my boys and they're my friends, all of them are my friends, but like, we run in our own lanes, like, you know, we don't have to go the whole Sauti Sol way or the whole Elani way. There's this whole rap game, you know, like, let's take it to the club. So that's what the council was for me. As soon as he said it, I don't know if he meant that when he said it, but I was like, dude.
I think he's looking at you like he's in agreement. So does this mean that we're going to be seeing a lot of you, this trio, doing club bangers and, you know, ruling the airwaves going forward? Are we not going to be seeing solo projects, you know, individually with, you know, you or you? Are you guys now working together going forward, like on all your projects? Or?
No, I mean, like, Mejja still has tracks that he's doing solo. Kora still has tracks that he's doing solo, and it's the same thing here. But when we come together, it's like a crazy musical force.
Mejja, let me talk to you about Landlord. Landlord is another big hit. It's got a story to it. I mean, it's really... And you know the thing about you, Mejja, is that you're a good actor. When you do this videos, you look like you're in that situation that you're talking about. So I want to first talk about Landlord. What inspired the message in that song, and of course also your acting skills, because I know that guys have told you this before. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, muimba about life yangu. You don't experience your life yangu. That's when I talk evil. Zile vitu nimepitia. Them days nilikuwa nakaga ghetto, alafu rent ilikuwa kasa 3. Like, you know, kutowezi afford kulipa. Tuko na couple zingine kwa tuna rumoro, unaona. So hizo vitu nilikuwa najaribu kuexpress kwa watu, ni zile watu wanapitia. But nilikuwa najua nikileta in a serious way watu wezisikia. So unaita na humor, kwa sababu mimi napenda Mimi napenda tu kucheka comedy, yani that's my
Yeah,
thing.
somebody was telling me, yeah, Mejja is a very funny.
Si napenda tu kufurahi. So, alas hata ukicheki like someone for example kwa church hivi. Utaona ule mtu ana preach kama 3 hours bila kukraka joke, kwa sababu anaanza kulala, wengine mtu yana analia, lakini ule mwenye anaweka joke hapo ndani akiendelea unatiki wasa wanasikia. So hivyo ndio mtu mia. Then acting nilianza kwa since nikiwa high school. Sijaanza kwa progi kwa sababu nikipo script si funny. Alafu unajua audience wakikuona wajui ni kama hawajui kama ulikuwa na script. Watasema mimi hata si funny kumbe, lakini kumbe ile script imeandikwa na msee si funny kwangu.
So you're saying that in your videos you produce them yourselves, as in this thing that you do, these things that you do, like when you're chilling in the house, landlord and abisha, you're like, what's going on? These things just come to you? You don't, I mean, you script them yourselves, or you have yourself, or you have a producer, a director?
Okay, vile mufanya first of all, nikiwa na song yani naanza nachukua 3 days yani naandika script, everything, nenda kushoot video na kama nimeka outline zangu, najua hapa nitafanya hivi, I do everything. So mimi naweza shoot video hata kama a month hivi ya acting. Ni more work yani.
Okay, na niko over my ex, ni nani ati who broke your heart? Because hey, that song has feelings. Everyone is like, why you catching feelings, Mejja? What's going on?
Catch my feelings. And anyway, ni mtu fulani tu yani.
So it's based on a true story.
Yeah, it's a true story.
Okay.
But haiku happen yote ngoma ilitoka. Unajua sure like kasa hii tumerecord so many songs, lakini imaanisha like itatoka leo. Unaweza pata song inakaa so futuristic wacha tuweke kama 3 years from now. Okay. Anyway, in life yangu ni life yani.
Yeah. Okay, well said. Let me talk to you, Kid Kora. Of course, again, you're wearing a different cap now. You're a producer. You've produced Double Tap. So now you're venturing into this thing where we're actually seeing you performing together with artists such as Mejja and Madtraxx. But let's go back to producing and how you feel this is going to add as a bonus to you now as you join these guys in the performing arts.
Well, I mean, like producing was always, that's what I always wanted to do. As you know, like when my brother Bams was in Necessary Noise, he used to work with Ted Josiah, and I often used to go there.
Yeah.
And I was surrounded by all these guys, Gidi Gidi, Maji, Abbas, Bamboo. Like, I'm going to high school, and these guys come and pick me up from school. Like, I was a cool kid, you know? Producing was always what I always wanted to do. There's a time back when I did I was on Scamarace with Madtraxx, and then I had a song that came out. And due to the way that budget is, Mfukoni kona shida, you need videos to support your...
Yeah.
So I chose producing just, the back. I don't mind being at the back, for some time. But now, with the cancel, I have this opportunity to just come and shine. And these guys allow me, they gave me this opportunity to do my thing, and they really support
you've got mad skills too, by the way.
Thank you so much.
You can give them a run for their money.
Thank you so much.
But I'm just saying, I don't know what you guys think on Twitter. The hashtag is one-on-one. So you being Bamziggy's brother, of course, and when I said you're Bamziggy's brother, you said no, Bamziggy is my brother. Sometimes when you have a celebrity brother, sibling, whatever, you sort of feel like you get favors because this person is well known, or because it's their name or fame you're riding on. How do you just carve a niche for yourself, make a name out of you, as opposed to perhaps...
First of all, let me say, if you have an opportunity, like you have a bigger brother or your dad is somebody, and you don't take that opportunity for him to help you, I think that's just silly.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that people say, oh, you just got that because you're Bamsi's my brother. That's fine. If I want my song to be played, I go to a and they'll only play it because I'm Bamsi's brother.
That's
too bad.
Fine.
That's fine with me, man.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, your thoughts, Madtraxx? You've got a celebrity brother as well. He's a DJ.
Yeah.
So people might argue maybe you've been lucky because you've got, he's held your hand. He's helped you get to the levels that you have. But then again, you've also got mad skills, very talented. So I think you've done yourself justice. I mean, you've stood ground and you've proven that you can actually do it. But again, just your thoughts on that. Just having a sibling.
Yeah, I mean, just what Kora said, and I mean, my brother, I always say I wouldn't be here without him. So, of course, that's how it is.
Okay.
Big up to, in fact, my sister told me to say hi. What's up, Daktari?
Oh, that's sweet.
and my brother, what's up?
And mom? Really?
Mom, I haven't seen you today.
So actually Scamares, you know, I love Scamares because all of us grew up, well, I don't know when you were born, but a lot of us grew up, you know, singing along to that. So how did you come up with that concept? And the little cute kids in the beginning of the video, and then it just takes a totally different spin, right? You're like, how did you come up with Scamares? That was very original, again. Oh, really? This guy?
This guy, man, just in the studio. So we have this crazy beat, like we're bumping to the beat, and then we're just there. And then he's like, yo, dude, you remember Scamares?
Yeah, it's just something fun.
And then that's how it came. And then, you know, then I was like, oh, this is how.
Yeah.
So it actually, that's how music flows, you know. Music is a feeling. It's not like clinical. You don't even, like, yesterday we made a song, and we didn't even know it was going to come up, you know. And it's not clinical. You don't plan it. But when he started, Scamares, na mama nziwa Nairobi, it just came, like it just flowed. And
I love it. Nita ride Boda Boda as well.
yeah, that was my first track. I was a DJ before that. I was DJing with my brother.
Okay.
In Code Red, I mean, we were DJing different media houses and different gigs. And then Boda Boda came up, and that was the rest is history. I became an artist, super producer, super DJ, super MC.
Yeah. Woo! And Get Down again. You know, just the choreography in that. Who did the choreography? That was amazing choreography.
Me.
Really? You're a good dancer?
Yeah. Unless you dance with me.
No. I always say that's not me. That is not me. Yeah. So that's
You don't go out dancing.
I do go out dancing. I love dancing, but that's a story for another day. I'm the one that's doing that. Chill. So what's your favorite? I mean, you guys have so many hits, man, but let me start with you, Mejja. Like when you look back at songs you've written, songs you've sung, what for you do you feel this one has a special place in my heart?
But there's ile song mimi napenda sana. Tuseme ati ni like ilikuwa commercially uko nje but into majengo.
Yeah.
It's a hip hop song. Then kutoka kwa roho yangu yani.
Remind guys a bit, just freestyle, just remind them.
Ngoma ya kitambo. And sikia.
Madtraxx.
I only enjoy but then it's song. So they're making fun of me.
Why did you whining?
Nile joke yani music get like they're making fun of me.
What does that mean?
Sana. Even the song that's
Why are you making fun? Why is that even funny? I'm just laughing because you're laughing.
No, because I mean, okay, the joke is that he's changed over the years. I mean, if you watch the video, like I mean, from them days, you know, like them days he wasn't so loud and outgoing. And stuff. He was more like, you know, humble. Yes, squeezy money. And them days it was.
No, Mejja, remind us how that went.
Anyway, nilikuwa napenda song kwa sababu nilikuwa kutoka kwa roho yangu.
Tuimbie. Just a small line, but now, what is it?
They start laughing.
No, forget the day. Don't pay attention to them. They're just jealous, I think.
I love to sing a song, Please, I beg you, please, I beg you.
Okay.
No, please, Annie.
Okay. You guys are so crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've decided you're not gonna do it. You're bullies. So, you know, this is obviously a relationship that you're saying has lasted like 7 years or what have you. But then again, Mejja, you talk about growing up in the hood. I think Madtraxx, yours is not such a background.
Yeah.
So how did this happen, the two of you, and just how, actually the three of you, and how you just embraced each other and just went with the flow of the talent, because you know how it is in this society. Kids from certain hoods who hang out with kids from certain hoods.
Yeah. So
I think there's a lesson there actually. Yeah, to be learned.
Yeah. So in 2008, I came out with Boda Boda. And he came out with Jana. It was actually 2007, but the videos came out 2008.
Yeah.
So I came out with Boda Boda, he came out with Jana Kuliendaje. Clemo, who was his producer.
Yeah, Kulijana Kuliendaji. How could I forget that? That's the bestest. The crazy hangover. Yeah.
And so that was his first jam, right?
Yeah.
And Clemo is the one who produced it. And Clemo and Styles are the very good friends, like, of course, from the industry. So Styles is like, yo, my little bro is doing music. Can he come to your studio? So me, starstruck, I check into the studio. Hey, Clemo, what? Jim Weezy, what? Danny Jua, what? And this guy is sitting in a corner. I'm like, Bishop!
I need a Bishop the first time.
You know, so because I confused him. There was another artist called Bishop. So I was like, Bishop!
London
And he's like,
man.
Mejja. So this guy's like, so then, that's how it started. I mean, we just became friends from there, you know? We just became friends from there. And then we did Round He, we did Mezesha.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we had that gap before we did Twenzetu. But the whole time we just stayed friends. It became a friendship, and the collabos come from a friendship. And I mean, like, if you're boys, there's no judging, there's something for him to teach me and me to teach him.
Okay.
So he's taken me for chapos and dondos.
Yeah.
I took him for his first hot dog. So, like, you know, like, it's, there's something to teach me. Me, I didn't know what
Do you
dondo
like
was.
the chapos and dondos?
Yeah, I didn't mind it. It's not like I'll be there telling the housey to cook for me, nene. But,
It's not going to become an everyday story.
and it's not going to become an everyday story, but, you know,
You're a funny
I do that
guy.
with my homies.
Okay, so, you know, Madtraxx, Mejja has, you know, I always tear when I laugh. This has just got to stop. So, Madtraxx, Mejja has messages in his music. I mean, he talks about, like he says, his life story and what have you. But you do feel good music, you know, So what's your take home? What's the take home for guys from your music?
Yeah, I mean, like, for me, I mean, and I keep saying this, it's like asking, you know, Nike to make dress shoes, you know. Nike is known for making sneakers. You're not going to find leather Nike dress shoes. So I make feel-good music, you know, and there are lanes, like I was saying, you know, there's if you want to listen to Afro soul music, and, you know, you listen to these people. If you want to listen to conscious music, you listen to these people, like Eric Wainaina, Giuliani, you listen to those people. If you want to have a good time, you're in the club, and you want to listen to some good music, you listen to Madtraxx, and that's the role I play in music. I want to be the guy who's played in the clubs, and I was a DJ. I started out as a DJ, and that's what's made my music. My music is made for the clubs.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be like, oh man, you know, freedom.
Okay, and you're pressed for time, so we must wind up. Let me talk to you, Kid Kora. You're a producer. What do you think about the gospel music industry, which has taken the country by storm? And, you know, a lot of secular artists are beginning to feel threatened by the fact that gospel artists seem to be dropping hit after hit, week after week. What's happening? I mean, is there some sort of a challenge going on as regards the secular artists and the production and just the discipline? What's going on? What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, it's always like, I don't know whether us guys and secular and gospel guys were usually against each other, or I don't know how it works. But
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business.
At the end of the
I
day,
mean, it's
it
a
is a
money
business,
maker.
yes. It is-
So
it
if
is
you're
a
not
business.
if your music is not on rotation across the airwaves and something is wrong, you're not making money, you're not paying your bills.
I just feel like the church supports their people more than the club supports their people. So that's why you find, like, these guys, gospel guys, you know, they're faithful to their people. So Daddy Owen has his whole following, he has the whole church behind him, and these guys stay faithful to that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I also don't think they should be like a...
yeah, they shouldn't.
So you guys don't feel aggrieved when these guys get booked for concerts that ordinarily you should be performing at Mejja?
No, we get booked for...
We get booked, but anyway, you know, we're not going to talk about this before Kerry comes. So, I'm kidding. But I'm saying, no, what I was saying was, I don't think that because a song is only 3 minutes, we can't say because gospel music is being played, secular music can't be played. And it's not a threat. It's not a threat. Like, a song is only 3 minutes. You can't play the same song, like, and you can't say that you're only going to play gospel.
Okay.
You know?
So, okay, fine. We're closing. Parting words. You guys speak to your fans. You know, what do you want them to remember you for after this interview? Of course, we've said a lot. We've had a good time. But then again, now the take home for the guys who've been watching as we close. And then you'll perform, and it's time to go home. Madtraxx. No, let me start with Mejja, since you guys have bullied him so much.
Eh, man's only bully.
Sorry, sweetie.
Look, because only mtiaji. Anyway, mimi nasema hivi, ufollow passion yako, ndo itakufuata. Usifuate do na una passion, ndo itahepa. Hivyo tu.
Well said.
Yep.
Kid Kora?
Just, chase your dreams, work hard, man, and all the parents out there, just support your kids. If they want to do music and that's what they want to do, let them do it. Thank God for my mom and dad, who I love so much, who have supported me. Support your people.
Yeah. You guys are an artist family. A lot of
Yes.
and you look so much like your brother. Sound like him.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
But yeah, well said. Madtraxx, I can see you thinking real hard.
Me, I'm not a deep guy. I have nothing to say except hi, Jerry, Alan, Mom. Love you guys.
No, you must say something.
It's like something deep, like follow your passion. That's all. Like, love what you do. If you don't love what you do, you're living in torture. And if you love what you do, you'll never feel like you're working. So love what you do. Make sure you do, because I do. And if you're trying to get into music and you don't love music,
Django.
All right, so we're done. Thank you so much, guys, for coming.
Asante,
You are fun. You are talented. I love your music. The rest of Kenya does. The hashtag is one-on-one. Talk to us. And it's been real. Your closing performance, guys. Thank you so much.
thanks for having us.
Thank you for
Shukran.
You need to chill out on this liking all the shorties pictures, huh? Now we're Kora, I see you, my nigga. I see you. Nakwani, the cancel ya mafisi. Kwani tabili ya wapi?
Ilianza na ka selfie, double tap. Niko na DBT, double tap. Akapiga screen.